friends, we are right here in Tifton, Georgia with our good friends Ben Lindsay and Heather Lindsay, Benjamin Bags. And we're going to actually take part, but more so to observe in the construction of a bag, and we want y'all to come along for the ride. So y'all stick around. Y'all going to see it, you know, pretty much step by step. Might be a thing here and there left out, but we'll at least give one part and then have a part two so you can see the entire construction of some of this awesome work that they do here at Benjamin Bags.
We're going to do a bag that we've probably not done in about 5 years now, maybe 6 years. This is a tote bag that we call the Dionne bag. And anytime we do a new pattern and create a bag, and the person that buys the bag or either has the bag commissioned by us, we use that person's first name, and we name the bag after them. And this bag was named after a lady named Dionne. So this is the bag we chose to go with, and this is going to be one of our feature bags. We're building a website, so this is going to be one of the bags that we're going to feature this fall on our new website when we launch it. So Heather and I are going to cut out, as Heather's already tracing onto the front of some nice oil tan. This is SB Foot oil tan, bought from Maverick Leather Company. This is about a 5 to 6 ounce leather. Very nice. Has a nice pull-up effect to it that when you mash the leather, it changes colors. So it patina's nice with age. It just looks better as the years go on. Scratches, I mean, actually build in the character into a leather like this. So this will be a full-size tote bag with a pocket on the outside. We'll also, on this video, we'll post a picture of some of the completed bags we did 5 years ago, so you can kind of get a look to see where we were headed with this bag. Then we're going to cut the bag out, and you'll see various clips of us cutting the bag out, and then we'll come back for a part two, because most of this bag is actually hand sewn. We could sew it on the sewing machine, and we have a sewing machine that will sew the bag, but this particular bag, the intricate details with the straps and the way they go on have to be hand sewn. So anyway, hang around for the ride and let's take a look at it, and I think everybody will enjoy seeing how something like this is made. I know that I love watching stuff like this when I see it. So
Yeah, I've been chomping at the bit to get over here and observe.
I mean, this is my protege right here. Look at her just going.
Go on with your bad self, Heather.
This is where my teaching skills come in handy of tracing and cutting. I am very precise with these skills, except for right there that I just messed up because I can't see what I'm doing. Fix that side, please. Because I'm not tall enough to see over the edge of the counter, so make sure that doesn't work. We'll straighten it out when we use the.
There's a spot right here.
We don't want to use. So that was probably a tick bite, or where it rubbed up on the barbed wire of the fence or something. So we try to most of the time avoid those spots. I like them because of the character marks, and I think that's really cool. I'm gonna let you do that.
You know, I have that same approach a lot of times when I'm picking out wood grains for boxes.
The difference, the flaws in the wood and in leather make it unique. It makes it one of a kind.
Yeah, we love it when we find a brand on the cow,
that's
and then we can
favorite
actually
piece.
incorporate this in the spot that you can actually make it to the middle of the bag with it.
Yeah.
And so we've got a friend that they ordered a bag. They wanted the brand in the middle of a bag, and we found the 55 that had been branded on a cow.
So we find out that there are other craftsmen in our midst who enjoy finding, I guess, slight or subtle flaws in their materials that they use for their product. Just like we like to see imperfections in wood grains and knots and other little elements to provide some one-of-a-kind appeal. Heather and Ben, they find the same thing in the leather that they use.
You're looking sweet in that jersey. He's a finger there, baby.
Yeah, that was her Mother's Day gift.
I love it. I do too. I want to
teared
go to
up just a little bit, didn't I?
Yeah,
Yes,
just a
he always
fuzz.
videotapes you, and we get to see it, and it's so sweet. You know that John and Judy and I have known each other for a very long time. Judy and I have known each other since 5th grade, and John and my older brother were good friends. John and I knew each other since
8th grade.
8th grade,
and he and my brother got in cahoots because they both were artistic and both liked the guitar, and so we just became fast friends. And
Now, Heather spoke of her brother Eric in the past tense because sadly he left us in 2023 way too soon, and we miss him very much.
we go way back with this crew,
Yep.
or at least I do.
You'll use a ruler for your straight edge. So basically the pattern, you sit down, anytime we start a bag, I sit down and I draw the pattern. And I literally punch holes, and the holes dictate the amount that you'll need for the bottom of the bag so that everything precisely is going to fit together. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So that folds in half and actually kind of makes the I guess the overall profile of
The stitch, this is your bottom stitch line.
Okay.
So basically you know where you're going, and you know that you're going to have enough material, because you sure would hate, you just cut up pretty much the better part of a half of a hide. So you would really be sad if you didn't have enough leather to go around the bag. Of course,
Indeed.
actually I have a lot of bags I call Plan B.
Plan B.
Plan B. So anyway, all right, we'll start
All
cutting.
right, let's cut it up.
Let's get-
Slide that over.
And y'all out there watching, I cannot emphasize to y'all how really amazing it smells in here. All this leather in here, it is wonderful. It really is.
It reminds you of being a kid when you'd walk in the boot store.
Yeah.
You know, just the smell. You're like, oh God, it smells so good in here.
So I get the scraps, and that's what I make my jewelry out of.
And of course, there's that thing right there rescuing us from this South Georgia heat and humidity.
Oh, it's been horrible the past couple of days.
Give me just a second.
Okay.
It's perfect.
And it's not even June yet. So.
All right, we got the front and the back of the bag here.
In a world where human hands and bovine hides collide, one South Georgia couple will use years of experience and skills to shape the skin of a deceased cow into an absolute work of art. They protected their craft with a shelter equipped with climate control and a dehumidification device as to guard their tools and supplies from the dreadful conditions that loom greedily beyond its walls. Why do they do what they do? This summer, in a two-part channel series from the producers of Southern Divine Living, Ben and Heather demonstrate and explain what they do, how it's done, and ultimately why. You don't want to miss this action-packed thriller. See the step-by-step construction of the Dionne.
I think we might have got all from the
You did.
Maybe I can straighten it down. You will have little inconsistencies that
But Ben's a master at fixing those kind of things.
part of doing this stuff is knowing how, hand me my square up there, is knowing how to get yourself, you make a little miscut, get yourself out of a jam.
Yeah.
Watch the video, you'll keep noticing I switch hands with the knife too. I wanted to cut with both hands.
So you're ambidextrous.
Absolutely.
Man, I'd give my right arm to be ambidextrous.
Okay, so now we've got
Such a ding-a-ling. I swear. Ben still hadn't gotten it. Love it.
okay. All right.
I need a timbre, a cymbal or something. Right.
So before the video started, we cut a straight line and we did the straps on the bag. The next thing that we'll cut, and you won't actually see us cut these. This is the little adornments that are on the bag. This is a very tedious, time-consuming thing. That's all there is to it. Now at this point, we're going to sew this into the bag. This end will be sewn. These two ends actually get sewn together like this with a strip on them like this, and then you repeat the process where it just becomes a circle. Then at that point we'll come back and I'll hand score and punch the bottom of the bag, and I'll use a punch like this to actually put the holes in the bag, and we'll hand sew this one together. Then from there we'll build the pocket on the outside of the bag, and then these little things sit here on top on either side for the strap to pass through like that. So.
And that concludes part 1. Y'all be sure not to miss part 2 so that you'll get to see the final construction of this beautiful bag. And have a divine day.